Christian Bale, Empath, Narcissist, or something else? Part 7. Hello, I'm H.G. Tudor. We now look at the charitable and philanthropic aspect of the life of Christian Bale. Bale's philanthropy centers on three main areas: environmental and animal welfare, foster care and children's welfare, humanitarian efforts. His approach is one that is very much marked by modesty and direct action. He avoids the spotlight which is often associated with celebrity philanthropy. He has an estimated net worth of $120 million, which allows significant financial contributions. Now, naturally, an individual that is as wealthy as that, it's quite easy to put your hand in your pocket, isn't it? And therefore one might question, is it simply excellent facade management to make these donations? Or might we see a different aspect with regard to the way that he conducts himself? Christian Bale's commitment to environmental and animal rights causes appears to stem from his father's activism, including David Bale's work with the Dian Fossey Gorilla Fund and the Humane Society of the United States. Bale has consistently supported Greenpeace, a global environmental organization which is focused on climate change, deforestation, and ocean conservation. While his specific donation amounts are not publicized, he has had a long-term alignment with the group, which demonstrates not only a sustained commitment, but not so much a Johnny-come-lately wanting to make a name for himself. Bale supports the Sea Shepherd Conservation Society, which is known for its direct action campaigns against whaling and illegal fishing. His actual contributions remain private, but once again his alignment is commensurate with that of his father's previous activism. Bale supports the World Wildlife Fund, where there is a focus on wildlife preservation and habitat protection. His advocacy has been described as quiet but consistent, with no specific campaigns or donation figures disclosed. The Dian Fossey Gorilla Fund, as mentioned, this was influenced by his father's board membership. Bale has supported this organization which protects endangered gorillas. His contributions have been noted, although there is a lack of specific detail, which is in keeping with the private nature of this particular subject of the Tudorscope. The Red Wing Sanctuary. Bale has backed this initiative for horse rescue and rehabilitation, reflecting his broader animal welfare commitment. Bale credits his father, David, for instilling a sense of altruism, recalling childhood protests or childhood experiences of protests and housing homeless individuals. He told The Hollywood Reporter in 2024, "I grew up with a dad who was always very active and altruistic. We were beheaded to protest and shouting at Maggie Thatcher and stuff." It's clear that this upbringing of his shaped his environmental focus, which he invariably pursues discreetly with little media attention given to these activities. Bale's most significant philanthropic endeavor is his 16-year commitment to Together California, a foster care village project aimed at keeping siblings together alongside support for other children's welfare organizations. Let's have a look at a quick advertisement for Bale's appearance in relation to Together California in this clip for CBS Morning.
Why am I at a construction site with Academy Award winner Christian Bale? This is not a movie set. It's actually something much more, what would you say, Christian?
Transformative, magical, and soulful, and it's going to change children's lives completely. And of course, just because we love being on construction sites.
Coming up on CBS Sunday Morning.
Together California was initiated in 2008 after the birth of Bale's daughter, Luca. Bale co-founded Together California with his wife and UCLA doctor Eric Esralian to address the separation of siblings in California's foster care system. The project, located near Palmdale, California, broke ground in February 2024 and is estimated to cost $22 million. It includes 12 foster homes, 2 studio apartments for independent living, and a 7,000 square foot community centre designed to house and support foster children with full-time foster parents. The village is set to open in April 2026. Bale was stunned and mad to learn that up to 75% of foster siblings are separated in the United States, a realization which was sparked by his daughter's birth in 2005. He told CBS Sunday Morning in 2025, "It's the basic understanding that as a society, how can we not take care of our children? It just requires having a heart." His vision is to create a safe and nurturing environment and inspire similar projects nationwide. Bale has been hands-on, visiting children's services meetings in Chicago and recruiting Tim McCormick, who ran a similar program, to lead Together California. He described the process as complicated and tough, initially underestimating the timeline, but remaining committed despite challenges such as COVID-19 delays. Bale told the Associated Press in 2024, "It's something that is incredibly satisfying for me, and I want to be involved every step of the way." The project is poised to directly benefit foster children in Los Angeles County by providing stable homes and preventing sibling separation. Its $22 million budget, partially funded by Bale, indicates significant personal investment. The Right Way Foundation has praised Bale's initiative, noting alignment with their mission to empower foster youth through housing and mental health services. The project has been widely celebrated, with The Guardian, The Hollywood Reporter, and CBS News highlighting Bale's dedication. It was stated that people were super happy and impressed to see Christian Bale walk the walk, countering perceptions of him as difficult. In 2019, Bale launched the Voices for Foster Care campaign with SOS Children's Villages Illinois at Cinespace Studios, promoting foster care support and expressing a goal to bring a similar village to Los Angeles. He described the organization's work as providing simple love and a simple fundamental element of what it means to be human. Bale's involvement boosted the campaign's profile, drawing media attention to foster care issues. His enthusiasm was noted for its sincerity, with Real Chicago News describing his warm and humble attitude. This campaign laid the groundwork for Together California, demonstrating Bale's long-term commitment to foster care reform. Bale donated shoes worn at the 2014 BAFTA Awards, size 11s, to the Small Steps Project, a charity aiding children living in poverty, particularly those in landfill communities. The shoes were auctioned to raise funds. Whilst it's a smaller gesture, the donation leveraged Bale's celebrity to support a niche cause, aligning with his pattern of quiet but meaningful contributions. Together California is Bale's most impactful and well-documented philanthropic effort, with clear financial and personal investment. Its scale and focus on systemic change set it apart from typical celebrity charity work. It's also the case that he has had some other low-key humanitarian efforts. Following the July 2012 Aurora shooting at a Dark Knight Rises premiere in Aurora, Colorado, which killed 12 and injured 70, Bale visited survivors and victims' families in hospitals and paid respect at a memorial. He kept a low profile, with eyewitnesses noting that many didn't even recognize him, emphasizing his desire to avoid publicity. As Batman, Bale felt a personal connection to the tragedy, but his unpublicized visit underscored his commitment to meaningful action as opposed to media attention. Bale also arranged for a 4-year-old leukemia patient, Jaden, and his family to visit Disneyland, providing a day of respite. The act was reported by Sarcasm Therapy as an example of Bale's personal outreach to those in need. The gesture was small in scale but significant for the family. While promoting the flowers of war in China, Bale attempted to visit human rights activist Chen Guangcheng, who was under house arrest. I mentioned earlier that there was an apparent confrontation, but it demonstrated Bale's willingness to engage with human rights issues. Bale has supported the Fulfillment Fund, which aids educational opportunities for undeserved youth through specific contributions. Bale has been involved in the Screen Actors Guild Foundation and also Human Rights First. It's clear that Bale has been involved in many aspects of philanthropy and charitable work, but invariably, for the most part, it has been done in a low-key manner, where he has done it because of his interest in environmental conservation, animal welfare, foster care reform, which appears to be driven by personal values and his father's activist legacy rather than seeking attention. Bale's efforts have earned praise for their authenticity, with many on media and social media celebrating his foster care work in particular. Thus, that is the philanthropic work of Christian Bale. We're now going to pull all of these strands together to make an assessment in Part 8, which is the conclusion in respect of the question, what is Christian Bale?